Hey, what's up YouTube, and welcome back to another TPX Reviews as promised. And today's review is the NOS Sonic Sour. It's doesn't say anything to do with, flavor. Doesn't give you any type of indication of what it could be. But it's green. So, yeah. And when you think of Sonic, you think of the blue hedgehog, usually. So I'm not really sure what we're driving at here. I'm not sure what to expect, really. We're gonna get visited by a kitty. I knew this was eventually going to happen, so here we go. You just got fur. You're just gonna see fur. We're gonna, we're just gonna continue as usual. But if it gets to a point where kitty is too affectionate, we're gonna have to keep going. Yes, I just sat down. It's not like I've been recording. This is not like take 14. So just keep going, kitty. Just keep going. Okay, yeah, I love you too. All right. I don't know. It's just fur. They're seeing fur. Like, this is not attractive. It just go somewhere else. Oh, good God. Anyways. Okay, so, right. I cracked it first. But anyways, so we got, well, actually, I know why. Because I was originally going to start doing that. I was going to get this part over with. Oh, wow. That's a really cool green. Yeah, so I was going to basically show you guys, let you guys see the color first. Which is really, wow, I really like that green. It's beautiful. It reminds me of, I think it's the original Super Sours green apple from Rockstar. But yeah, I never do NOS's, but yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it today. I finally broke out of my shell. Last time I did a NOS review was way back in the day. Cherry, I don't know. It was like, I think I did cherry, and I did, I can't remember all the ones I did. I don't even know if I ever did the original one. Fruit Punch, I think, was a missed opportunity, and if I did do it, it was really bad quality. I used like a webcam. It was really bad. NOS reviews have not been my primary focus, so I don't know what that's about. But anyways, so yeah, let's take a look at the back of the can while that's sitting there all pretty. So this is all by, you can either, it depends which one you want to look at. You can either per can or 8 ounces. So for total, this whole can, she's scratching the wall. Okay, 50 grams of sugar total per can. This is why I don't bother reading, because I let you guys either just do the math or read what you want when it's 8 ounces. So I'm just going to let you guys see it and move on. It just makes more sense for you guys to pause the video and read what you prefer. $160 milligrams per can. Yep. 80 milligrams for 8 ounces. They made this easier. That's kind of funny. 1118N, which is the same batch as the Monster had. That's kind of funny to me. So yeah, there's nothing else to read on this can. So I'll just kind of document it like this. But yeah, it was nice of Monster to give us a breakdown of like, okay, here's per can and 8 ounces. So by doing that, it's kind of left me at like, I don't know which one I'm gonna read out to you guys. And it kind of leaves me like in a weird place where I'm just like, okay, what do I focus on? Do I do the math? Do I show the 8? I mean, every can, like a Monster still says, I'm pretty sure yesterday's Monster was just 8 ounces. So you're not really, it's kind of dumb. Anyways, another thing too is review scores. I think I might put those away because of the fact that all that matters is that I'm documenting the flavors, what I'm tasting and all that, and the smells. And the whole premise of giving a score is my opinion, and I don't really want to give my opinion anymore. I want you guys to make a decision on your own based on what I'm describing in flavor. I'll give you a general score of what I think. Like yesterday was obviously was Monster Ultra Paradise, and yeah, of course I gave it it's basically a 9.5 or 10. But see, that's where I don't understand. Like I don't know if it's a 5. The whole 9 point, is it the 9.5 or the 10? I don't know. And 10s are kind of redundant at this point. I keep giving every drink a 10, so it's kind of stupid. I kind of want you guys to form your own. I'm not a professional reviewer with score charts and all that. I'm just here to review these drinks, show you what they look like, what they taste like, show you what's in them, and yeah. And then at the very least most importance, what I think of the flavor. It's not really a big deal. So this is a really pretty green. It's like basically heavy metal. It's like Monster Heavy Metal, or even the Rockstar Super Sours, as I mentioned, although I think that might be white. I'm actually not too sure. It's been a while, but I've seen a few green ones before. This is like a Jolly Rancher. So at first whiff, we have a very delicious smelling candy apple, but like Jolly Rancher green apple, you know, the little candies, Jolly Ranchers. It smells like that candy. Yeah, it's definitely Jolly Rancher. Which is unique from a typical, like, I don't know, you just take Granny Apple Smith apples, the real fruit. It's got a little hint of like honey in there, smelled. Like you just smell a bit of honey, or some kind of pear in there. But it's mostly Jolly Rancher that I'm getting. I was having a hard time with this one, but it's definitely it's definitely Jolly Rancher. So let's take a sip and see what happens with the taste. Yeah, that's really good. Yep, that is one hell of a delicious apple. It's almost got a little hint of that pear that I was tasting, that I was smelling, and it just comes through. It's apple, pear, kind of like, I wouldn't even really say it's too sour, because we've come from like green apple Rockstar, and that was truly sour because it left like almost like a choke. It kind of was like almost too overwhelming. It's very, very, it really grabbed you, you know, like it had a bit of a bite, like to the point where you kind of choked on a little bit. I can't describe it, but it was very strong. This is a nice sour. This is actually a very pleasant sour, like Jolly Rancher soda, which those of you who maybe had a Kmart store, those of us in the US, they used to sell Jolly Rancher soda, but they've sold them other places, but I specifically remember Kmart. They had Jolly Rancher soda. They had the blue, they had the red, and they had the green, and you can find them pretty much, yeah, those were the most popular, and this is definitely just like Jolly Rancher soda, so I'm gonna stop saying Jolly Rancher. But other than that candy, you also got like it's also like a lollipop, so it's like lollipop apple, like a, you know, so anything kind of in that realm, that family of candy, but it's not that gross candy taste that you always think of, that artificial flavoring that it's like, ew, it's like candy syrup. It's, you know, it's really good. It's actually very refreshing for what how close they've gotten it to candy, and yeah, you definitely get a little hint of pear, but that's kind of it. That's where I'm having a hard time figuring out if there's any other flavor or any other fruit, but yeah, it's pears and apples. I wouldn't compare it to the real Granny Smith apple. It's definitely artificial, but it's a pleasant artificial flavor. It's because the recipe that made up Jolly Rancher was very signature, and they nailed that recipe with this drink. And it's cold, and it's lightly carbonated, so it all kind of comes together. And somewhere deep down, upon enjoying this, you can even get your a little bit of a. I don't know if you guys are having a hard time finding Rockstar Lime Freeze, but this should fill that void if you can't find it. This has got a very similar, pleasant taste. If you liked Rockstar Lime Freeze, this is also a good alternative to fill that, that hole, that goal, that place that if you haven't had it in a while. Even though it's an apple and possibly pear, I think you'll enjoy this if you were a fan of the Lime Freeze. So put it that way. And overall, it's got a nice, crispy, appley flavor. Really, it reminds me of childhood, honestly. It's very nostalgic in a way because of that Jolly Rancher soda. And overall, if you want my opinion, I'll give it a 10. It's been a while since I've reviewed a NOS, and I kind of feel like I have a lot to catch up on, but then the flavors are getting hard to find. So to go back and review them could be a pain. I don't know if I have to go back and see the ones I've already reviewed. I know there's a grape, a rowdy cherry, cherried out. The grape is GT grape, and then there's the blue one. I forgot what I reviewed. I think the only one I reviewed was loaded cherry from a long time ago, and the only one I missed out on. Well, actually, there's two charged citruses. There's a green version and a black version. I actually do still have access to review the green one for you guys, the charged citrus green, and then they switched to black, which ended up tasting like Full Throttle. So that one it doesn't even need a review, but the green one does. The fruit punch, I think I'm totally locked out of getting that one. I can't review that one. That's come and gone. The blue one's still available. Loaded, the cherried out, still available. The GT grape is still available. I missed out on the silver can that was 0 calories, and the sugar free that was like light blue. Maybe I can still find that light blue one. I'm not sure. I don't think so though. I think there was a gray one. They did some weird color variation where it was chrome, gray, and then light blue. I don't know. And then there was green, black for the charged citruses, and then now there's this with the green. Green's back again. Only this one's not as shiny. This is a lime green colored can. The charged citrus originally was a chromy green. So I don't know. I'll see what I can do for you guys if you guys like NOS reviews. It's a missed opportunity. I don't know why I never did NOS. I'll tell you one thing I'll never do is AMP. AMP energy drinks are dead to me. I can't describe it. It's the flavors, they keep coming and going, and none of them are good. So they're all crap. They're not. Now Game Fuel featuring AMP or Mountain Dew, those are good. Those crazy new cans that have come out with the pull tabs, those are cool. Maybe I'll review those 3 or 4. I don't know. But those are neat, and those are reminiscent of the original AMPs. That's what I'd like to see. AMP teamed up with Mountain Dew, and they made something great. So maybe I'll do those. But as far as AMP standalone, all crap. All garbage. So thanks guys for watching. Sorry if I didn't focus more there on the NOS, other than it's awesome. It's really delicious. It's probably one of my new favorite drinks of this year. So yeah, pretty much check it out. Super good. I think you can find it at 7-Eleven and random mom and pop stores. A lot of people are having a problem where they don't know where to find this. It's basically 7-Eleven, mom and pop stores near 7-Elevens, and it might come to Speedway. I'm not sure, but if it does, it'll be a little bit later. So right now it's kind of in a promotional phase. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys real soon with some rock stars, or maybe some more NOS. I'll dig up the old ones. Peace.